Imagine pouring your blood, sweat, and soul into a startup, only to watch it fade into nothingness because it never found that one thing, the product market fit. Picture the crushing isolation when your ideas keep hitting a wall, when the customers don't show up, the investors lose interest, and your team's fire slowly dies. That sinking feeling in your gut as every metric dips, every conversation turns into excuses, and every sleepless night ends with the same haunting thought: what if we had just gotten this right? This isn't just a setback. It's a nightmare that haunts founders, leaders, and investors who ignore the most brutal truth of building something meaningful. Not understanding product market fit is like sprinting in a fog, willing yourself to move faster, but getting trapped in a cycle of failure, wasting precious time, money, and trust. The deeper the startup dives without product market fit, the more it drifts from reality. Founders start to believe their ideas alone can carry the company. Investors grow anxious, watching money pour into a black hole. The team loses faith, becoming a collection of strangers instead of a force of nature. It's not just a product problem, it's a crisis of vision, connection, and survival. Because here's the raw truth no one wants to admit. If your product doesn't solve a real problem for a real market, your entire startup is a beautiful lie. A castle built on sand. Beautiful, tempting, but utterly unsustainable. Now, the pain is real. Ignoring this means wasting years chasing an illusion, burning capital, and risking everything sacred: your team's morale, investor confidence, and your own passion. This agony is not reserved for the inexperienced. Even the best minds fall because they get seduced by their own assumptions, convinced the market will bend to their vision, instead of bending their vision to the market's reality. This stubbornness kills startups quietly, invisibly, but ruthlessly. The nightmare isn't failure, it's slow failure, grinding away with no corrections, no signs, no breakthrough, watching hope fade slowly, day by day. But what if there was a way out? What if the secret wasn't making a perfect product first, or chasing every shiny trend, or raising the biggest round rapidly? The secret lies in obsession. An obsession with listening, learning, and transforming who you are as a founder. The secret is brutal honesty and ruthless adjustment. The secret is relentless, almost violent, alignment with the reality of your customers. Product market fit is not a checkbox or a milestone to be ticked. It's the heartbeat of your startup. Without that, you're breathing but dying on your feet. You must find those rare signals, customers' pain points, their hesitation, their grudging excitement, and make your product the answer they're desperate for, whether they know it yet or not. Here's where the magic happens. When you refuse to let your ego cloud your judgment, when you treat customer feedback not as criticism, but as sacred data, when you iterate like a machine on fire, testing every assumption until only truth remains. Your product stops being your idea and starts being your customer's solution. Investors stop fearing because they see growth seated in reality, not hype. Your team stops doubting because they witness success unfolding, fueled by real demand. Listen carefully. This process demands you become something else, a shaper of reality, not just a dreamer. You must question everything: your features, your market, your model, your message. Nothing is sacred except the merciless truth of whether your solution fits the market. And that truth, it's liberating. Because once you find product market fit, everything changes. Growth ignites almost automatically. Investors want in, customers spread the word, and your whole world shifts from struggling to soaring. The startup that was gasping for air now breathes freely, powered by genuine demand and unstoppable momentum. But this transformation isn't handed to you. It's won through hard, relentless, almost violent work. You have to go where others fear, talking to the toughest critics, embracing brutal feedback, abandoning cherished features, reshaping your vision on a dime. The market demands no less. It won't wait for your comfort. It doesn't care for your story. It only rewards the solution that fits, perfectly and desperately. And here's something almost no one tells founders. This search for product market fit isn't a straight line. It's a battlefield, strewn with false starts, painful pivots, sleepless nights, and gut-wrenching decisions. But each step toward fit is a step toward freedom. The freedom to build real value, to grow real wealth, to create something the world needs. It's the rebellion against complacency, the rejection of illusions, the forging of a new path where exceptional ideas meet real demand. Ignoring product-market fit is risking everything for a fantasy. Chasing it is staking your claim in reality, and in that reality lies the power to remake the world. To build beyond borders, past systems that stifle and constrain, to unite with those rare few who understand that true progress lives on the edge, not in the comfort of the known. This obsession with fit is the crucible where founders become leaders, ideas become movements, and startups become legacies. So don't settle for the illusion of progress. Don't get trapped by vanity metrics, false narratives, or shallow validation. Obsess over the brutal truth your customers reveal. Learn from every no, every silence, every hesitation. Adjust your course like your startup's survival depends on it, because it does. Find the market that aches for your product, even if it means tearing down everything you've built to start fresh. Because only when your product fits your market, every part of your startup comes alive. Every investment gains value. Every team member wakes up driven. Every customer becomes a loyal believer. Remember, this isn't just advice. It's a call to fight for your startup's soul. To refuse the comfort of lies and embrace the harsh light of reality. To burn with the fire of transformation until your product is no longer your creation, but your market's salvation. Every second spent ignoring product-market fit is a second wasted, a step backward. Every second spent pursuing it with obsession, humility, and ferocity is a second closer to freedom, not just for your startup, but for the world you're daring to change. This is the path for those who burn, those who refuse to bend, those who know that becoming unstoppable starts with finding where you truly belong. So start asking the hard questions. Find the rare signals. Build the brutal truth into your product. Align with the few who will fight by your side and never settle. The startup that ignores product-market fit is a dream lost to oblivion. The startup that chases it is a force destined to reshape the future. This is not some vague inspirational idea. It's the brutal, raw essence of survival and victory in the startup world. No fluff, no shortcuts, no excuses. If your startup is to live, breath, and grow beyond your wildest dreams, product-market fit has to be your obsession, your compass, your fire. So rise, focus, hunt relentlessly. Your market is waiting, desperate for what only you can build. Don't fail them by ignoring what matters most. The time to become is now.